That's what he said. He said that he knows the race from a physical point of view will be a struggle because there's going to be that weakness, that lack of strength in that right arm as the laps tick off.
Well, Marquez is leaving the garage.
Looked like they might have just tried to hold him there.
For Alex Rins, who is in 9th, who's chasing a lap.
Well, the last time those two guys were in close combat, we had an absolute thriller at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, didn't we?
And also, do you remember
a
Brno incident? Yeah.
A bit of previous. We like a bit of spice, don't we?
Look, here we go.
No, after you. No, after you, sir.
They're going to stop in a moment.
Yeah, they are going to stop. Mark's decided that he's going to go, no doubt. There's more to come here in this. As it stands, ladies and gentlemen, Quartararo at the moment is in line for his pole position from Morbidelli and this man, Joan Mir.
Well, normally, traditionally, historically, in Q2 sessions, when Marc Marquez has got to leave it all on the line, he treats us to a pretty spectacular show. What has he got in the locker over the next 3.5 minutes or so?
Quartararo immediately up again in Sector 1, 200ths of a second in it here. El Diablo looking for his 11th MotoGP pole position.
Yeah, his qualifying record. Fair to say slightly better in MotoGP than Joan Mir, although Joan Mir will say, hey, it's world titles and that count, and he's got one more than Fabio Quartararo.
Sector 2 for the Frenchman. Over the crest, and he's a 10th up now. Good lap here. This could be challenging the all-time lap record from Miguel Oliveira.
This looks like we're going to see our first 1:38 of the weekend so far, and no great surprise to see it being delivered by this man, Fabio Quartararo. We said it was a super Saturday for him in FP3 and FP4. Well, it's going true to form so far in this second qualifying session. 1:38.892 is the all-time lap record set by the home hero Miguel Oliveira last year. Now that's coming under major threat here now.
Dropping down the hill then for Fabio Quartararo. The favoured section for Yamaha. Surely this is going to be a sub 1:39 for Fabio Quartararo to move the goalposts. He's got it. But look at Miller. Miller's on an absolute charge. What a lap the Australian is on.
The all-time lap record goes to Fabio Quartararo by a whisker, but he's got it, a 38.862, 300ths faster than Oliveira's benchmark in November. What about Oliveira? Can he retaliate? Jack Miller's certainly trying to do. Oliveira picks his way from 8th to 5th, middle of the second row for the pole man last year.
Jack Miller is surely now going to challenge. The final sector is a problem for Ducati. Can he get pole? No, not quite. The 39.061, it's good enough for second.
Yeah, Miller will take that. He was on the operating table 11 days ago having arm pump surgery. On course for the front row, he definitely would have settled for that. Luca Marini's gone 4th, using Pecco Bagnaia ahead of him as a fantastic reference. And Luca Marini on the front of the second row.
Marquez is up in Sector 2.
You cannot believe it, can you? And look at this from Fabio Quartararo. He's already got the all-time lap record. He wants to improve on it.
He's got Rins as the reference. He did manage to get in behind him, and look who's come in behind Mark.
Fireworks from Fabio. Marquez trying to get himself on the front row. That will be a dream return for him.
So through the final sector we go, and there's still going to be another minute to go. Vinales is in a bit of bother, but more on that in a moment.
Yeah, so is Alex Rins
as
well.
A crash.
Oliveira.
Oliveira's gone down. Now, where's he gone? We'll follow these guys first because he's going to blitz his previous best time. And where's Marquez going? The checkered flag's not out yet. They'll get another lap in. Here comes Quartararo now. Marquez goes 3rd. He's on the front row.
Incredible. Fabio Quartararo's session is over.
Look at Zarco. He's just got back on the bike and he goes second.
He's pushed Marquez off the front row of the grid.
Brilliant from Joan Zarco. Hero stuff from the Frenchman. It's a French 1-2 in the World Championship. It was a French 1-2 in Doha, but Pecco Bagnaia might be about to upset everything.
What a lap time coming in from the Italian. Our pole man on the opening Grand Prix in Qatar 1. He's heading for P1 right now. His sister, she can barely look at the action. Gigi Dall'Igna looks on as well. Bagnaia with nearly 4/10 of a second in his pocket. Is he on course for pole? Pecco's done it in Portugal. Wow. 38.494. What a lap time from Bagnaia.
Pecco power in Portugal. Incredible lap from the Italian, absolutely incredible. The checkered flag is out. Now, Vinales is up in sector 1, but he won't challenge Bagnaia. Marquez doesn't look like he's going to be on the front row. Vinales, another lap is cancelled, Matt. What a nightmare for Vinales. He's in 12th place.
Yeah, disaster for Maverick Vinales. Marquez, he would have settled for a place on that second row. Alex Rins needs a big lap, and he's delivering a big lap. 9th at the moment. Morbidelli goes 5th. Now then, Alex Rins could well be pushing Marc Marquez off the second row here. Big couple of corners coming up for the Suzuki man. Moment there for Marc Marquez as he tried to get on the power. He's out wide on the marbles into turn 15. Rins was 9th, estimated P4. Is he going to push Marquez out of the top sector? He is! Rins on the front row. What a last sector by the Suzuki man. Just his 5th front row start in his 66th MotoGP appearance. What
Excellent.
about Zarco? Has he got anything left?
No. Alacia Spadro goes 8th. Mir has dropped all the way down to 10th place.
Cracking lap that by Alex Rins. Brilliant by him, and what a lap by Pecco Bagnaia. Where did that come from? Nearly 4/10 of a second inside Miguel Oliveira's old all-time lap record. Fabio Quartararo had already beaten it, but nobody had anything for Pecco Bagnaia. Second pole of the season for him.
That was an astonishing lap from the Ducati rider, and he didn't lose any time in the final sector either. There's a couple of laps that are just being chalked off late on here. Nothing at the moment affecting the top 3 or 4. Quartararo's frustrated that he didn't get one hooked up there to challenge this man, but a new all-time lap record by 4/10 of a second.
That's an absolutely brilliant lap time by Pecco Bagnaia. He looked really good yesterday. They're just checking the timing scale. I think they're trying to find out exactly what's happened to Jack Miller at the moment.
It's just come up on the screen that a lap time was cancelled for Pecco, which would have put their hearts in their mouths, but it's not the one that got him pole, luckily, at the moment.
Yeah, you can understand why there were some anxious faces inside the factory Ducati garage. Marc Marquez is going to have to scrap and fight his way through from the 3rd row. He was inside that top 6. He was front row for a while. Alex Rins relegated Marquez down to 7th place. You can relax. You can celebrate now in the factory Ducati garage. It's going to be fascinating to see Marc Marquez tussle his way through. That's only the 4th time, I make it, that Marquez in MotoGP has qualified outside of the top 6.
Looks like Bagnaia's.
Oh, Bagnaia's lap time has gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what? I think it's because of the yellow flag. It was because of the crash.
No. Can you believe it? Fabio Quartararo has taken pole position. Alex Rins is going to start 2nd. And Johan Zarco, after an eventful Q2 for him, Zarco is on the front row. What drama here in Portugal. Pecco Bagnaia's record-busting lap has gone, chalked off.
Yeah, yellow flag infringement. I thought it might be. Wow, can you believe it? Heartbreak for Pecco.
He thought he was P1, he's P11. Add a number 1 on that starting position for Pecco Bagnaia.
Well, we just saw the Ducati guys celebrating. They're not anymore, unfortunately. Look at that. They can't believe it.
Ooh, big shake of the head from Gigi Dall'Igna.
And Pecco doesn't know yet.
Stand-up wheelies for Pecco Bagnaia. He thinks he smashed the all-time lap record and got pole position. Not so. This is the moment. That's one of the fastest corners around this Algarve International Circuit, one of the fastest corners on the calendar. Big barrel rolls, and this is where Pecco Bagnaia, there is the yellow flag.
You can't, there's nothing else that you can say.
No, crystal clear.
There's no case.
No. He will say his vision there, his peripheral vision, he's looking left into the corner. He will not have seen. I can understand why he's saying I didn't see the yellow flag. Clearly, though, it's waving